Hello, everyone. An interesting phenomenon is happening in France, where more and more locals are showing an interest in Islam, even deciding to convert. This trend has become more pronounced in recent years, with Islamic study centers, mosques, and religious organizations receiving increasing numbers of participants in introductory Islam classes. The motivations driving French people to explore Islam are varied, ranging from spiritual and social reasons to a search for identity. One of the most common motivations is the search for a deeper meaning in life. Many French citizens, particularly the younger generation, feel that Islamic values offer inner peace and clear life guidance. A convert now named Abdullah said, "I feel that Islam provides a new direction in life and the peace I had been seeking. I find Islam to be a religion of love and tolerance." In addition to spiritual factors, social motivations also influence interest in Islam. Amidst rapid modernization, many in French society feel alienated and seek a stronger sense of connection within a close-knit community. Islam, with its tradition of ukhuwah or brotherhood among Muslims, appeals to those who wish to feel connected to a strong group. Additionally, increased access to information about Islam through social media and the internet has made it easier for French citizens to learn about the religion with an open mind. Young people, in particular, have direct access to reviews, studies, and the testimonies of other converts who share their experiences of finding Islam. Social observers note that Islam in France is likely to continue growing in the future. However, they also emphasize the importance of maintaining open dialogue and mutual understanding between religious communities to ensure this phenomenon proceeds peacefully and respectfully. Islam is currently experiencing a significant revival in France, which is widely regarded as a hub for Islamic growth in Europe. With a rapidly growing Muslim population, Islam is now considered the largest religion in France and is expected to dominate the religious landscape in Europe in the coming decades. This development is attracting widespread attention, especially amid demographic shifts and diverse spiritual interests on the continent. According to recent reports, over 10% of the French population is now Muslim, and this number is expected to keep rising. Several factors contribute to this growth, including relatively high birth rates among Muslim families, conversions, and immigration from Muslim-majority countries. As the Muslim population grows, Islamic study centers, mosques, and Islamic organizations are expanding and actively engaging in social activities within the community. In major cities like Paris, Marseille, and Lyon, the Muslim community significantly influences social, cultural, and economic life. Many mosques and Muslim social institutions organize community programs such as social aid, education, and family support. This helps strengthen a sense of unity and solidarity within the Muslim community and promotes a broader understanding of Islam in French society. European demographic experts predict that in the coming decades, Islam will be the most practiced religion in several European countries besides France, including Germany and Belgium. This makes Europe the fastest-growing region for Muslim populations in the Western world. However, this Islamic revival also challenges European societies to adapt to the increasing religious and cultural plurality. Amidst this resurgence, various efforts are being made to foster interfaith harmony. The Muslim community in France actively participates in interfaith dialogue and collaborates with local governments to ensure peaceful and harmonious integration. French society generally shows openness toward this diversity, although some groups still face challenges related to stereotypes and misinformation about Islam. The revival of Islam in France and Europe in general reflects diverse and complex social changes. Many view that with an inclusive and mutually understanding approach, This Islamic resurgence could positively contribute to Europe's increasingly multicultural life. In recent years, the presence of Christianity in France has seen a significant decline. Churches across the country are increasingly empty, and the number of people attending Sunday services continues to drop. This phenomenon is not only happening in France, but also in various European countries, marking profound social and spiritual changes across the continent. The decline in interest in Christianity in France is due to various factors. One of them is the increasing secularization among the younger generation. With technological advances and information access, many people prefer to express their spirituality outside religious institutions. Most young people identify as non-religious or spiritual but not religious. This has led many historic churches in France to serve more as tourist sites or cultural locations rather than bustling religious centers. Additionally, demographic shifts play a significant role in the decline of Christianity in France. While the Muslim community in France continues to grow through immigration and higher birth rates, the Christian population is dwindling. The rise in conversions to Islam also contributes to changes in the religious landscape of the country. Churches in major cities, such as Paris and Lyon, are beginning to struggle to retain congregants. Many old churches can no longer cover the costs of maintaining large buildings due to a lack of income from donations. Some churches have even been forced to be sold or repurposed for other uses, such as community centers or even concert venues and art galleries. Nevertheless, some church communities are working to revive Christian faith through new approaches, such as engaging in interfaith dialogues, offering spiritual guidance classes, and reaching out to society through social activities. However, the challenges remain significant amidst a society that is becoming increasingly secular and culturally diverse. The declining interest in Christianity in France and Europe generally marks a new phase in the continent's religious history. While churches continue to strive for relevance, the resurgence of Islam and the emergence of new spiritual identities indicate that Europe is moving toward a more multicultural society with diverse forms of spiritual expression. Mosques in France are now increasingly filled with worshippers, especially in major cities like Paris, Marseille, and Lyon. This trend marks the revival of Islam in France, where more Muslims, both native and immigrant, as well as converts, are drawn to deepening their understanding of their faith. These mosques are busy not only on Fridays, the main day of worship, but even on regular days, hosting study circles, Islamic lectures, and community events. The popularity of mosques as gathering places is inseparable from their growing role as centers for social and educational activities. Mosques in France have transformed into community hubs for Muslims, offering activities such as spiritual guidance, Arabic language classes, and religious counseling services accessible to all members of society. With the increasing number of Muslims, including converts eager to learn more about Islam, mosques now have packed schedules.